earlier today I was talking about the fact that the Russian Bernie bots and the Trump bots and the ones we got used to in the last 2 election cycles were really cut their teeth on the Ron Paul revolution. That they really tried, they artificially boosted him through bots and criminal schemes to try and elevate his presidency, because he was really all about destroying these institutions from the inside out. A lot of his like audit the Fed stuff was less about like making sure we know where money goes and how it works and yada yada, to him just destroying the US dollar as a reserve currency for the world. That's ultimately the impact that Ron Paul was hoping to have as a congressman and as a political gadfly. He's got a show which is just spectacular, and it's amazing how much a man can look like a Disney drawing of an old man. But this is his big important, the message he wants to send out is we need to fuck separating church and state. We need to separate tech and state. That's right. The end of the techopoly of modern society, back to paper ledgers and Luddite technology, right as America's getting a toehold on technology over the rest of the world. And we got to stop that. Let somebody else do it, because it's bad for us. Is that a moldy raisin with a suit jacket? Yes, it is. Okay, so here we go. The Ron Paul Liberty Report with a dove and a thing.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Tuning into.
Oh, man. All right, no excuse. You're too old. You don't know that kind of pattern on a jacket will moire. And also, why are you using a camera from 1992?
Weekly report.
Look at the moiring on his jacket. That's amazing. It looks like it's made out of moving marble.
State, tech, and state. Senator Ed Markey recently got in touch with his inner mobster and threatened Elon Musk, the new owner of Twitter and the CEO of electric car company Tesla and space ventures company SpaceX. He told Musk, "Fix your companies or Congress will." As part of the threat...
Well, by the way, but for Twitter, and then you could argue that the money that he made on the other companies that he uses to pay for, to buy Twitter, is a lot of government contracts. Both Tesla, and Tesla only exists because of government bailouts, and SpaceX only exists because of government contracts. So this idea that this asshole created something that's just, consumer electronics and holy shit, he even registers as a Steve Jobs or even a Tim Cook at this point, is kind of fucking ridiculous.
Referred to an ongoing National Highway Traffic Safety Administration investigation into Tesla's autopilot driving system,
which doesn't drive or pilot itself automatically.
Twitter's 2011 consent decree with the Federal Trade Commission. Markey has done more than make threats. He is one of a group of Democratic senators who wrote to the FTC urging an investigation into whether Musk's actions as the new owner of Twitter violated the consent decree or consumer protection laws. Since FTC Chairman Lena Khan wants to investigate...
This is great. This is what, by the way, congratulations. You now know what it's like to be a time traveler. Because this is what it's going to be like when we're all old watching Ben Shapiro's show. An old fart in a jacket reading from a laptop.
Many businesses as possible, it is likely she will respond favorably to the senator's letter. President Biden...
Oh, thank God they edited it.
Also endorsed an investigation into the role foreign investors played in financing Musk's Twitter purchase.
Yes, namely the Saudis, but go ahead.
May be concerned that Musk is not likely to ban tweets regarding Hunter Biden's business deals. Concerns that Musk would allow tweets containing information.
That's the problem with modern YouTubers. It's like these kids today and their hyper edits. I don't get it.
Embarrassing.
You can't do it in one take? What the fuck's the matter with you kids today? I swear to God.
Worse, to the Biden administration point to the real reason many Democratic politicians and progressive writers and activists are attacking Musk. They support efforts to suppress conservative, libertarian, and other non-woke speech on social media.
By the way, by non-woke, he means blatantly anti-Semitic, anti-LGBTQ, and calls for violence. You know.
They view the prospect of a major platform refusing to silence those who dissent from the woke mob or the Democratic Party establishment as a threat to their power.
Then why don't we give a fuck about like Ben Shapiro and other people like that who just manage to do it without saying bigoted phrases, where they can be, obviously they have bigoted thoughts, but they're able to articulate it in a way that doesn't violate the terms of service, and the rest of us kind of don't give a fuck. It's the ones who actively call for violence. That's the problem. There's a distinction.
Further angered.
I know, it's a pretty good crowd we got in here tonight, I gotta say. It's a big group. Hi. Share the show. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. Hi. Yeah, it's nice.
By committing what? To many Democrats and Liz Cheney is the ultimate hate crime, allowing Donald Trump back on Twitter. The threat.
No, I think it's got value just destroying Truth Social.
As Musk shows, the threat to liberty is not just from big tech, it's from the alliance between big tech and big government.
Ah, that's what it is. When they get like that. Once you get the Select Committee on Intelligence lined up with I don't know, the company that makes NutriBullet, you know, or like, can you imagine Maytag and the DOD getting together? Why do you think the Russians are stealing washing machines? Those things will fucking chew you up and spit you out.
Some conservatives think that increasing government's power over social media is the correct way to make big tech respect free speech.
This is Gordian knot for libertarians. Let's see how he handles it.
However, increasing the U.S. government's power over social media can just end up putting more power behind government threats like those from Representative Markey.
Well, there you go then, I guess. So if these companies decide to be woke and kick people off, then it's their ass and you just leave. Okay.
Expanded government control over how social media companies conduct their business can also further incentivize the companies to work with the federal government to shut down free speech. Once the government
It's just no pleasing some people. That's just what Jesus said, sir.
steps in with increased regulations, the risk is that greater government control over what is communicated or social media will follow. The question will just be who is calling the shots on the exercise of that control. Will the result be an increase of the liberal or woke pressure on social media companies to silence conservatives, libertarians, opponents of teaching critical race theory, and transgenderism in schools?
Transgenderism is very interesting. That's where you hypnotize people into thinking they're a boy or a girl when they aren't.
Those who question the safety and
Again, sleep. And when you wake up, you will be a boy who wants to compete in women's sports and rise into like, oh my God. All right.
effectiveness of COVID vaccines. Alternatively, will a new sort of pressure become dominant? Maybe
Jesus Christ. Do people watch this shit?
pressure to comply with conservative or Republican preferred
Please tell me he's got a minute left. There's no fucking way he pivots to a conversation.
limits on speech. Either way,
God damn, the edits too. Holy shit.
liberty
Just let Rand do it. At least we can make fun of his hair.
loses. Big tech companies silence their users to curry favor with politicians and bureaucrats.
Or their customer base who don't want to hang out in basically a bigoted Reddit thread all of a sudden. They would just rather have a social media place be more like a public square where you can't just whip your dick out or scream at racial epithets at people because they'll come and tell you to fuck off.
Often after encouragement from the politicians and bureaucrats. Therefore, to end big tech censorship, Americans should demand
Oh my goodness, I've dozed off. Heavens to Murgatroyd. What were you saying, Ron? You were going on and on a bit, like old poop, old codger, old dolt, old ramshackle. Tell me what. Well, I was getting to be a little nappy after a while. Please, go on. You were saying.
And that all government officials,
All of them,
including the president, not violate the First Amendment.
That's right. And you should never make a government able to force a private company to make an account for a government official and oh shit.
We must work to put an end to government officials pressuring or even encouraging social media platforms either to silence any American citizen because of his opinions or to downplay or suppress any news story.
How about if they have somebody violate their terms of service and the government tries to force them to bring that person back? Aha! How about that? Anybody? Any libertarians out there want to work through that one?
The way to protect free speech online is to separate tech and state. Thanks for listening.
Oh, God. You're welcome. Jesus, that was... I'm sorry. I feel like I've been shot with a Ferrari dart. Fucking hell. The important thing is that we destroy any functioning systems of governance that we have, because the key to libertarianism is a libertine philosophy of the Old West. Town hangings, everyone has a gun, even toddlers, and people could die from a scratch from a rusty nail. And if they don't want to, they have the freedom to wander off into the woods and be eaten by a bar. Shit. Do I smell almonds? Exactly. All right. Oh, shit. I'm like, I got, it's 5'11", which is the kind of jeans I wear. Too much? All right. Shit. Ready to interesting. Okay. Oh my God. This can't be the cover. Look at this. Hold on one second. Really an interesting read. Would make a great Christmas gift. Get your copy of The Return, Trump's Big 2024 Comeback. Dick Morris wrote a book called The Return, Trump's Big 2024 Comeback. And that's the fucking cover? Good God. It's like, is nobody spending any money? Here's Mike Lee's Saving 9. Whatever. 9. Buy this book about the wonderful butterfly. It's the most anti-gay children's book you can possibly find. And perhaps the biggest price of all because of what is being allowed to happen on our southern border, which is just too... Okay, yeah, he's just getting into, like, racist bullshit.